Hey love bugs, welcome or welcome back. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley Bedeck. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I've teamed up with Kisslove and they sent me this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, stunning, perfection lace wig. Now this one here is a kinky curly 360 lace wig in the length 22 inches. She's absolutely beautiful. She includes an invisible strap, which is perfect when it comes to making your wig your own and customizing it and getting that perfect snug fit. She's gonna look beautiful as a high knot bun or like high ponytails because this is a 360 lace wig with the lace in the back. I'm even gonna demo that for you guys a little bit later in the video. But yeah, this one has the pre-everything technology of the lace, where it is pre-cut lace, pre-bleached knots, and pre-plucked hairline. It has a nice camo or scallop cut along the hairline, making it easier to conceal the lace. When it came to the install, this is a glueless install. We did use a little bit of melting spray and a little lace tint to make magic. I also added a little baby hair for my own personal style, but straight on from the front, you can barely tell. People want to be a little bit more, you know, conservative. But the kicker is I did use baby lotion. Now, I get my baby lotion from Amazon, not the one from the other brand. This is my favorite and it smells so good. I was wanting to use mousse, but because we were going to do a top knot or a high bun, I realized I did not want to use mousse because I wanted to keep the soft texture. So I was going to run and get a curl cream out of the girls' stash, and I decided let me just use my lotion. I keep a little lotion right here and I actually love it. It smells so good because baby lotion is my favorite scent, and it has all of the movement and body. It's dried super duper natural and it still is maintaining a gorgeous luster. So I know I've been talking your ear off, but I'm just so excited and in love with this look. But if you want to see how we got this look, let's get started. Okay, love bugs, as you guys seen in the thumbnail and the title, today we are linking with Kisslove. They sent me over this Jerry Curly, look at the texture, beautiful Jerry Curly pre-everything 360 lace wig. This here is a look at the texture of the hair straight out of the box. And then as I mentioned, this is pre-everything, so you get the pre-cut lace, pre-bleached knots, and the pre-plucked hairline. Look at that pre-plucked. It's pre-plucked, pretty nice, really nice. You don't have to do much at all. You can see that nice scallop cut there to, you know, give you a really good camo on your hairline, or basically make the wig blend. The inside, this is the inside construction of the cap. You do have a free part frontal in the front, and you guys can see you can part anywhere you'd like. And when you flip her around, the lace is continuous all the way around, hence the 360 name. In the back, you do have the invisible strap, which is a beautiful addition. I love a good invisible strap because it allows you to get a really snug custom fit. Back in the day, before there was this technology, you would get a 360 lace wig and it would be nice to have that lace in the back, but unless you bind it down, it would not like hug the nape perfectly for everyone. So I love the invisible straps here, and you can see you do again have lace in the back. There's also a large comb. It looks to me like you'll be able to remove that large comb should you want. In the middle, you do have the adjustable and removable elastic band. This is one of those things that's a hit or miss when it comes to 360 lace wigs. Sometimes I feel like it is a great addition because it pulls everything in the front down and holds it in place, but sometimes it makes it fit a little bit wonky. So if you feel like it's fitting a little bit weird, take it out and see how it fits and see if that helps with how your wig fits. And then in the front or at the side, you do have two smaller combs. These are also removable just like the one in the back, and you can see the grooves there where you'll be able to take them in and out. So let me go ahead and adjust the little band here, which is pretty much adjusted how I like it. We can go ahead and put it on, and then we can adjust the invisible strap together. Okay, so this is what your girl is looking like on. The lace is fabulous. You can see how beautifully they pre-plucked it, so it's going to look nice and natural all along the hairline. It gives frontal vibes in the front, obviously, so you can, you know, literally bond it down and customize the hairline to your liking, or you can just melt it down and wear it how you'd like. The length and the texture are perfect for what I'm going for. This here is a 250% density, so you definitely will get that volume out of her. You can also part her. So, this is what she will look like set as a, I guess you can say a center part. I did that very wonky. So this is what we will look like as a center part. I think this is going to be my favorite. I can already tell. You guys know I'm a bust down middle part girl. As you go to the sides, you'll have less and less parting because of obviously the lace shrinks down because of the shape of your head. But you can obviously do like a super, no one does a parting this deep, but you can make it as deep as you want, or you can utilize that parting to do like different styles in the front, like a half up, half down, and that will look amazing. Okay, so this is the back. As soon as I put the wig up, this is what it looks like. Have no fear. They have installed everything we need to get her right. So first of all, you have the comb. So the last step we're going to do is to put this comb in. So I'm going to take my comb out because I don't think I need it. And for safekeeping, I'm going to put it back into the dust bag so we don't lose her in case we want her later. Next up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take and we're going to find our invisible straps. You can feel one is right here and the other is somewhere right here. So I'm going to take and I'm going to just pull one by one. And this one has a stopper here. It has actually two stoppers. I'm going to keep this one down and I'm going to pull this one up. And as you pull, you'll feel the wig get tighter and you can pull a little bit here. You can kind of do them at the same time if you're good at this. Now, I like mine's really tight, so I'm going to keep pulling. And once I get it to the desired tightness, let's go ahead and just lift and tuck them in. Very simple, very easy. Now my last step is going to be to just make sure everything is nice and pulled down to the nape. And then you can take and you can pull the hairs down. Also, there are baby hairs here, so you can kind of like wet these down or you can curl them really tight to make little Shirley temples and do whatever you want. Just know that there is a little bit of baby hair all the way around to kind of help to cover anything, your own kitchen or any imperfections. Now that we have the invisible strap good to go, let's go ahead and bond the front down and we can proceed to style her however we want for the day. I'm going to just take and pull the hair up, or more so just out of the way. Now we're going to use a lace melt. This isn't meant to be this isn't necessarily meant to be a glueless wig. She does fit flat like around the front. But wherever you have like these ear tabs, I tend to find that they will lift a little bit easier, so you'll need to bond those down or you can cut them off. For now, I'm not going to cut them. I just don't think it's necessary, but I am going to tame my natural edges. Now the give or take to this is that when you use a little edge control to tame your own natural edges, usually your edge control has some kind of like greasiness or oil or whatever you want to call it that will counter against your lace melting spray or your glue, if you will. So just be mindful that when adding like a fresh product to your edges, there is a chance that it'll help to make the edges or those ear tabs lift a little bit faster. But for the sake of the video and be nice and clean, I'm gonna go ahead and put mine. You see how you can kind of finesse, like on days when you don't want to necessarily do your hair, you can kind of flip that ear tab, like how it's just sitting there like that. Sometimes you can kind of like flip and tuck it under and just make sure that your hair in front covers. I'm not doing a great job because I'm looking at the viewfinder, but you get the picture here. You can kind of see, as long as, especially when you have a middle part, you can kind of cover that so you can still keep your ear tab and not cut it off, but you can also, you know, not have to bond it down every day per se. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fire this up just because I do want to start off with a middle part, I think. So I want to make sure that is ready in case we do so. And before we do the middle part, let's go ahead and send her back a little bit, spray her down. Okay, we got her nice and melted down. There's a lot of goodness with this one, so I'm going to go ahead and add some baby hair to the front really quickly so that we can add our melt belt and let her rest. But before, no, there is no before. Let's just do the baby hair. Okay, so this is what she looks like. Absolutely gorgeous. If you want to go ahead and start with your water and your mousse or your conditioner and no parting, this would be great. You can have a little bit of peekaboo parting there if you want it to look realistic. I kind of like this. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do parting or do I want to do no parting, since we are going to be ending in a high bun? What do you guys think? And while you guys think, and leave it in the comments, I'm going to go BTS and switch out the battery and then we'll be right back. Okay, babies, so we did go ahead and do the thing. We switched the battery out. We went ahead and tinted the lace, and we also added the melt belt. So while the hairline sets, just go ahead and add just a little H2O. I feel like I like to wet it before I comb it out, or brush it out rather. But then once you brush it out, you're gonna definitely need some product because it's gonna just get nice and big. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you go ahead and brush it out. It has a little bit of water on it, so it is nice and damp, and you can see it gets super big and super fluffy. Thinking about the bust down middle part would be the best option for me. So I'm just gonna take and move this forward a little bit, line up my parting with my nose, try to get it as straight as I can possibly get it, and we're gonna tint the lace and do a little bit of mousse, or maybe even a lot. Try something. I need a cream before I put the mousse in, and I've seen that other races use lotion in their hair, and my favorite lotion of all time is baby scent. Anything that has like a baby oil scent. This is the Amazon brand and I love it. We're still gonna do mousse, but I just want to see if this will work instead of going to grab some conditioner. Oh my god, y'all, I just used baby lotion to style my hair, and I actually like it because my hair smells so good. I'm so like in love and attracted to the scents of baby, like baby oil, baby lotion, even eons before I even had children. That's just always been like my favorite scent. Like, give me Baccarat but add a little baby oil, give me Delina but add a little baby lotion. It's always like my under scent or under note, and the fact that my hair is about to smell like this, oh my gosh. That looks beautiful, and she smells so good. She laid the top down like the dynamic duo, and I am going to add a little mousse over top just because I like the definition and hold a mousse will give, and we are going to use the dew. I don't want to use a lot of this because this is my good mousse, if you will. Like, this is the mousse I typically will use on the girl's hair because she's pricey, but just to add like a little mousse coat over top, especially towards the ends. Oh my goodness, look at that curl definition. Did I just create a hack for wigs? Because I've never seen somebody use lotion on their wigs. Now, again, don't do this at home. Don't do this on your natural hair. I've seen the YT people do this on their natural hair, and I don't think our hair is supposed to have lotion. The coarser your hair is, you probably won't want to use lotion. But then also, like, why not if that's all you got, right? So I'm gonna let this set for a second. You can see how the curls are defining. If I wanted super defined, I would go in with a dimming brush, or I would even just take smaller sections and really get in there and make sure each section is defined like that, and even possibly curling the ends. But I'm okay with this because I like it a little bit kinky, but it is nice to kind of separate the ends a little bit. And you can even add a little serum should you need to, but I think the luster is good enough for me. This is what it looks like from the back so far. I'm gonna go ahead and greet my kids. They just got home from school and I can hear them all downstairs. Let's decide what homework is, what dinner's gonna be, and I will be back to show you guys once everything gets a little bit more like set and starts to like dry. Okay, love bugs, the hair has had a moment to dry. Also changed my top. I was in a little sweat jacket. She's a majority dry. I mean, she's a little damp, but you know, this is as good as it's gonna give it today. Let's go ahead and remove the melt belt. She's giving, she's eating. The only thing is I did have it down a little bit low. I showed you guys that I moved it in order to do the tint and lace, and I never moved it back, but I love it. For this one, I did want a little bit of heavier baby hair. I feel like this side is a little heavier than this side, but this is what I wanted. Very nice full baby hair. Definitely opens up the hairline, and it just gives my vibe, right? The hair is nice and soft and fluffy. You guys know that feeling that you do or you get with mousse where it's a little bit like crunchy. I don't have that, but the hair still feels moist moisturize, and it feels like that good texture where it's not too shiny, but it has that perfect luster. You know, our hair has shine and luster to it, but it's not shiny. So this gives a natural luster in my opinion. And this is what she looks like when she is dry for the most part. You guys know I wanted to do a high bun with this 360 lace wig, which is why I kind of didn't want to do the mousse. Sometimes the mousse is perfect for what I like with it down, but you want the movement so you can put it in a bun and take it back down and still have it, you know, hold the integrity of the curl pattern and not just be too hard or crunchy. So let's go ahead and jump into our high bun style. Okay, so we did a high bun and she's cute. Let me lift you up a little bit. She's cute. She's actually fire. I kind of just put it through like a ponytail and let the edges hang out. I kind of like the way that looks. And then you just tuck the pieces and yeah, you can like stretch it or form it how you want. You can take the ponytail all the way through then redo your bun. But this is literally as good as it gets for me. I decided to go with the little bang in the front, but just one on this side. I didn't think I needed both, and plus this will end up like going back up there because I'm about to cook dinner for my kids. And yeah, I love the way it came out. I'm so happy I did use the baby lotion, because if I would have used the mousse, it would have been so crunchy that I feel like when I do my top knot buns, it just doesn't give this soft natural look, and it also is harder to form. Now I did pull out the natural baby hair pieces and then I added a little bit of extra because I'm pretty sure that if I show you guys the back right now, what you will see is that it's not perfect. I'm gonna have to go into my actual bathroom and like, or even have my husband or even my daughters look at this and make sure everything is down. This is the one part where I should have just kept the comb in at the nape, because I like to drive the comb all the way down as low as I can get it and put it in, and that kind of will hold the wig in place so that way my real natural hair or the wig will pull up. But this is the look, guys. I think she came out beautiful. It's super natural and pretty. Gonna show you the back a little bit, but just not too much. So this is the back. Again, not too much on my girl. We will update this and make sure it looks good. And yeah, let's get back to the rest of the video. Okay, love bugs, so here is a look at what the hair looks like outside in natural lighting. Super natural. Okay, love bugs, now that you guys seen what this one looks like as a high bun, be easy on me. You guys already know I'm no expert when it comes to that. I think the best way to get it is to take the wig off, put it on a wig head and mold it up while it's like soaking wet, and that to me is the easiest way to get it super tight, especially in the back. Also, it makes a huge difference when your braids are super flat underneath, or whatever your foundation is underneath is super duper flat. Now that we're done, this is the look. We love her. We love a good heavy baby hair moment. We love the curly hair, because curly hair mixed with the melanin always eats, in my opinion. Now let's go ahead and look at the packaging. So this here is the packaging from Kisslove. As always, we got their really nice dust bag. Super nice. And of course, this is the continued or forever home for your unit. Inside, this is the bag that the wig came in, and it lets me know this is a Kinky curly 22-inch 360 lace wig, and she was packaged really nicely in that. So the first thing I see when I open up the bag is this little comb. You guys seen I removed this in the video, so I'm going to keep this in here for safekeeping. Next up, we do have some HD wig caps. We got a pack of the wig tape, and this one just says duo tack. There's a poly side and a mesh side, and that kind of gives you a guide or instructions on how to, like, which side to put onto the wig and which side to put onto your hairline. Then from there, we also did get a pack of 3D mink lashes. Super nice. We also got a baby hair brush in black. Black is the best ones. I love the colored ones. ones, but let's just be honest, always black lasts the longest and looks the less crazy. We did get an eyebrow brush. I like to use these to like shave, dermaplane my face, even before the trend or the name dermaplane came about. But they're also great for cutting off excess on the hairline and even giving yourself a little bit of a custom little trim or layers in your hair. And last but most certainly not least, we did get a repair kit for the invisible strap. Now the invisible strap should last you a great while. Obviously handle her with care, be gentle, don't put any heat, which this is not a heat, this is a heatless wig, but don't put any heat. Heat will melt plastic obviously, or whatever material this is. But in case you do run into an error or an issue where you will need to switch out your invisible strap, they did provide the repair kit, so keep that in your bag. And that is pretty much it, love bugs. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Be sure to check this one out. Of course, there's a direct link down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.